today's video, I'm going to share how to create an electronic bathroom sign out for your students using Google Forms. To begin, I'm going to go over a sample bathroom sign out that I used in my second grade class. So how it works is that students select their own name from the drop-down menu, and then they also select their bathroom buddy's name. And then they're going to input the time that they're going to the bathroom. If they're not sure of the time, I usually tell them to check the bottom corner of their computer screen. And then they'll go to the bathroom, and when they come back, I'll have the students input the time that they returned from the bathroom and then click submit. And it's as simple as that. The great thing about using the system is that you don't have to worry about reading illegible student writing or students writing the wrong date or time or leaving the form incomplete. And the best thing is you don't have to worry about scrambling to make extra bathroom log copies. Alright, so now I'm going to go over the steps to creating a restroom sign out using Google Forms. We're going to start by opening a blank Google Forms document. We're going to give our Google Forms document a title. For the first question, we're going to type your name. This is where the student who's going to the restroom is going to choose their name. Although you might be tempted to leave this question type as a short answer, I strongly suggest you change it as a drop down. And the reason why is if you leave it short answer, where the students have to type their own name, you're more likely to encounter errors when you're looking through the student responses. For example, students might misspell their name, or you might have two students with the same name and it's going to be a headache trying to figure out one from the other. Or you might have students entering nicknames and other things that will make it a little difficult to gather data for one specific student if they're under different names. So if you keep the question as a drop-down, then you can pre-fill out the student names on here. It might be a little more work for you, but trust me, it'll be worth it in the end to have a more cleaner looking log that you can review. If you already have a class list in a different Google Forms, you can import those questions so you don't have to be retyping the names every time you create a Google Form. All right, and so I don't need this question down here anymore. I'm going to delete it. I'm just going to change the title to your name. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this question for the buddy's name. So here I have the exact same question, but I'm going to retitle this question, your buddy's name. Now, if your students are very young, I would stop here and keep it very simple. So what their form would look like is all they'd have to do is fill out their own name and their partner's name and then submit the form, and that's it. I wouldn't worry about having them input the time they're going to the bathroom and the time they're coming back from the bathroom, because essentially when the students click submit, their submission is going to get time stamped. So you will know what day and time they went to the restroom. However, if you want to know what time the students are coming back, then we're going to add 2 more questions where students can input that information. I'm going to click the plus sign. I'm going to title this question, time you are going to the restroom. Now, I'm going to change this question type to time at the bottom. This sets the format for students to enter the hours and the minutes. And I'm going to duplicate this question, and I'm going to change the title from time you're going to the restroom to time you are returning from the restroom. Again, I'm going to change this question type to time. And I'm going to go back and make sure that every single question is required. Now what we can do is work on changing the appearance of our Google form. I'm going to click on the paint palette. If you want an image as your header for your Google form, you can click choose image and choose one of the default ones or upload your own. I'm going to upload my own. And then you can change the theme color. All right, now one more thing I like to do on this form is I like to add some images just to make it more student friendly. So for example, for your name, if you click on the little text box area here and you push the Windows button and the period button, you will get this little pop-up window with emojis, and you can use these little emojis as visuals to complement your questions. For the question about time going to the restroom, I'm going to add a picture by using the Google image search option. Then I'm going to click on it and shrink it as much as possible. Now to center it, I'm just going to click away, and then you're going to see these three little dots. I'm going to click on those and click center align. All right, now we're going to go to the question that says time you are returning from the restroom. I click on that question and I'm going to click on the little picture icon. Again, I'm going to search an image in Google and resize the picture. Now our Google form is ready to be shared with students. There are a few options for sharing this form with your students. You could click the send button and then click the little link icon here and then copy this link. And you can share this link with your students in Google Classroom. Once you've shared the link, have students bookmark it for easy access. Another option is to create a QR code that you can print out for your students to scan. So I'm going to copy this link, and in a new tab, I'm going to paste the link. Once I have my form open, I'm going to right-click anywhere on the form, and I'm going to select the option that says Create QR Code for this page. Then I'm going to click to download. Notice that it downloads as a PNG. Once it's downloaded, go ahead and open up the file. You can either print this out and post it up in your class, or you can right-click and copy this QR code onto a bathroom pass, such as a lanyard or a badge. If you would like a copy of my bathroom passes, I will link them down in the description below. Okay, so now let's talk about how to review your student submissions. We're going to click Responses in Google Form. And we're going to click on the green little square here that says Create Spreadsheet. And if you don't have a spreadsheet yet, go ahead and click Create. Once your sheet loads, this is where the magic happens. If you have a concern about a student, or for whatever reason, you need to verify who is at the restrooms, this log is your documentation. By default, the log is sorted by timestamp. However, you can sort it by student name in alphabetical order. Just click on the student name column and then right-click and scroll down to the option that says Sort A to Z. You can also print information pertaining to one student to show to a parent without compromising the other student's information. To do that, I'm going to highlight the cells for student number 2 as well as the timestamps. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the print button and I'm going to change where it says print current sheet to only selected cells. You can either print this or save it as a PDF to share with a parent. If you had a light bulb moment, please give this video a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.